Inspirational Creatives, episode 247. Welcome to Inspirational Creatives. I'm your host, Rob Lawrence. Join me every Friday as I chat with successful artists, producers, and creative entrepreneurs who share powerful stories and strategies. They can help you to create the life that you want. Listen each week as these inspirational creatives show you how to take your creativity to the next level. You'll learn how to create a sustainable business that inspires others and gives you the financial freedom and lifestyle that you want. Thanks for listening. Make sure you sign up at inspirationalcreatives.com to get free exclusive bonus material. And now, on with the show. Rob here, and a very warm welcome to the Inspirational Creatives podcast. In the next 7 days, I'm going to be sharing with you the wisdom of Dr. Christine Lee, a procrastination coach who can help creative people like you and me to get unstuck and moving again with our creative projects and ideas. If you're new to this podcast and Inspirational Creatives, normally every Wednesday I share with you a short action episode which is designed to help you take some life-changing action towards living more creatively. Each Friday, I share with you a longer interview. However, for the next 7 days, I've chosen to share with you a mini-series focusing in on fear, and more specifically, the common fears that prevent us from getting our creative work done. So for the next 7 days, I'll be sharing with you an idea, a piece of inspiration, or an action, or a piece of wisdom from Dr. Christine Lee that I feel will help you to unlock your creative genius and your creative potential. If you'd like to claim your own free workbook to accompany this series, courtesy of Dr. Christine Lee, stay tuned for details at the end of this short episode. So today is Monday and day 6 of our Overcoming 7 Fears in 7 Days mini-series. Yesterday we explored the fear of losing our freedom, and today I'd like to explore with you the fear of comparison. Many of us, people who like to create things for a living, have a fear of being compared to other people, and negatively. The irony is, it's ourselves that is doing the comparison. Often this fear has its roots in complicated cultural or family backgrounds, which often results in anxiety and strong self-criticism, neither of which is great for our creative work. We may have problems creating and realising realistic aims and goals when we're suffering with this fear. In my interview chat with Dr. Christine Lee in episode 241, I learned that often we get stalled with our creative work when the underlying challenge is fear. Fear creates procrastination. So I have with me today Dr. Christine Lee, who is a psychologist and procrastination coach.
Hi, Rob.
Hi, Christine. So let's briefly explore this very real fear for many creative people, the fear of comparison.
Yeah, I mean, this is like such a big one. But I think this is of the different fears, this is the one that I think we can actually move away from successfully. So of the 7, I think this is one where you can really train your brain to move away from comparing your work to that of others. And I tell people, you're comparing yourself to that person X, but it's just really random that person X is the person you're comparing yourself to. It could be, that we could have A, B, C, and D person, but you just happen to be standing next to person X. So to really not put too much stock into that process of comparing, you can do it for pleasure, certainly, or for passing the time. But to evaluate your own work, I would say focus on your own work. Keep your eyes on your own page, as we've all heard, and to not let the comparison stress affect your joy of the work and your input and your involvement in the work, because that's so special and that's so precious and that's so unique that no comparison could really touch that. And I think that's a way to kind of heal from the pain of this constant negative comparison. I think if you're going to compare yourself positively to other people's work, go ahead, do that too. But so often I hear people speaking so critically and painfully about their work in comparison to the work of others. And I think we just don't need that. We don't need to do that to ourselves or to each other.
Christine suggests that out of the 7 fears in this mini-series, the fear of comparison is the one we can move away from most successfully. Perhaps because comparison is a clear choice. We often choose to compare ourselves and our work to others. Sometimes comparing your work to other people's work can be a fun or useful exercise for inspiration or to pass the time, but where it doesn't positively serve us, it can stall us. As Christine suggests, to evaluate your work, focus on your own work. Out of all the people, creative entrepreneurs, artists and producers that I've interviewed for this series on Inspirational Creatives, this has been a common theme. Don't get distracted worrying about what everyone else is doing. It is likely to dilute your work or divert you from your creative breakthroughs and uniqueness. If you find you're comparing yourself to others, you can remind yourself that it's the wrong measure. We're all individuals with our own unique blend of talent, knowledge and experience, and we're all on different journeys, unique journeys that can't be compared. The experiences you have had and the way that you experience and interpret the world is totally unique. Comparing ourselves with others is like comparing apples with oranges. In almost every situation, particularly when it comes to our creative work, it's not a useful comparison. It will only stress us out. So to summarise then, no comparison can touch the unique talents and gifts that you have to offer. Let me know your thoughts on today's inspiration by dropping me an email at rob@inspirationalcreatives.com. If you'd like to claim your free workbook, courtesy of Dr. Christine Lee, head on over to inspirationalcreatives.com/fear, numerical 7. That's inspirationalcreatives.com/fear, numerical 7. There you can sign up and download your free Clear Your Fears workbook. And join me again tomorrow where we explore the fear of vulnerability. Thanks for listening. Nothing beats the stories and advice of an expert to help you raise your creative game. I would love to know what you thought about today's episode, so don't forget to subscribe in iTunes where you can rate and review the show. If you like this episode, I invite you to share it on Facebook or Twitter with the one person you know who will benefit from the wisdom shared here today. You can find the show notes on inspirationalcreatives.com/podcast. If you have a burning question or a great idea for a guest, head on over to inspirationalcreatives.com/contact, where you can connect with me there.